Hey guys, welcome back to the LCS Online. I'm your host, Charlie, and I'm here with...
I'm Al.
I'm Ariel.
And today, we're going to be talking D&D, or role-playing games in general. So, to start, we're going to give an overview of what role-playing games in general are. Mariel, you want to help us out with this?
Okay, so with role-playing games, you kind of create this character, persona that you want to live out. So, two very popular ways are through D&D, or there's a thing called LARPing, where you learn how to, do, combat with,
with the foam swords.
Foam swords, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like you live out your adventures physically, whereas D&D, you roll dice, do math, and figure out if what you want to do works.
Yeah, so basically, you have a set of dice, right? So, you have your normal 6-sided, but the most popular is going to be a 20-sided dice for all of your decisions. So, say you want to roll up and, seduce a young barmaiden. You roll for it, and you have an attribute that's attached to that action, right? So that would be your charisma. If you roll high, which is like a 20, odds are it'll happen. If you roll low, like a nat 1, odds are it won't happen, and something bad will happen instead.
Yep.
So, there's a lot of stuff that goes along with it. And, we mentioned LARPing and D&D, but there are all sorts of role-playing games. There's, ones for future stuff. There's ones for,
there's Savage Worlds. It's like, there are a bunch of different ones for that. I know I've played one before that was, at a university, and it was horror-based.
Yeah, and in each one, there's all, thousands of homebrews that people make using the format of it, too.
It's true. So there's a lot of options for where you can go in role-playing games, or even, the kinds of worlds or characters that you want to play. But I think here at this table, the most common one that we all kind of got into with was D&D, right?
Yep.
So we have some pretty amusing stories about some characters that we personally have played through with. So I know you in particular, Marielle. You have an interesting one. Let's hear it.
So, my character turned a different character gay, but indirectly, it was not her fault. So I came into this campaign halfway through, and it was because I knew the DM, and I had a few friends in the campaign. So they introduced my character. She was a cleric, and she got introduced by being shown praying over dead bodies. And my friend Ibrahim, who was playing a very horny rogue, decided to hit on her right then and there.
Awesome.
So fast forward 5 months of our time, but years in the game of just him just consistently hitting on me. And after one encounter, he's like, Mariel, if I roll a d20, your character needs to date my character. I'm like, okay, I'll do you one better. If you roll 17 to 20, you get to date my character. He goes, okay. And the DM's like, wait, if you roll a nat 1, her god turns you gay. He's like, I like those odds. He rolled a nat 1. And he became very flamboyantly gay. But it worked out in our favor because later on in the campaign, he was able to seduce and conquer the Pirate King, which worked greatly in our favor. And he now has a whole horde of pirates that are kind of in love with him a little bit, that just follow his every whim.
Well, you know what? That is divine DM provenance.
So
would you say he traded up?
I believe so, yes, because he's been able to go so far with it. He seduced so many of our enemies. There was one time where he was physically gone for a month, and he came introduced by already having seduced someone, and he was just there on the throne room, on his lap, hey guys. We were like, hi.
Do you want to seduce one cleric that marginally likes you, or the entire world? You have some choices here, right? But oh my god, that's so great. So I know from personal history, we have an interesting story, but I want you to talk about your character first before we get into that one.
Okay. So my character, her name is Dagger. She's a tiefling sorcerer. Weirdly enough, though, she didn't start out that way. When I first joined the campaign, I had one character, but I didn't realize that you can't use the same character for multiple campaigns. So they just gave me a sheet and was like, okay, just work with this. So for that one campaign, she was a male human, still a sorcerer, but male human. And then the next week, I came in and I'm just like, yeah, no, that isn't her. So yeah, she was a pirate, a wild mage sorcerer, and she was incredibly charismatic, but also very impulsive.
Well, okay. So for the people out there who don't know what a wild mage, because this is actually really cool in D&D. Explain to them what a wild mage is.
Okay, so when you're playing as a sorcerer type, you get two options. You can be draconic, or you can be wild. Draconic, it means that you like descended in some way from dragons. You have like dragon blood through you, and you can naturally cast magic, just totally fine. Wild mage, there is a great chance that depending on what you're casting, you can cast something that will either screw up everything for everyone around you, or literally end any confrontation right then and there. Like, one of the things that can happen is you can accidentally summon a unicorn. And unicorns in D&D are not like, like, oh, magical fairy things. No, they are terrifying. They will show up, they will look at the battlefield, and everyone will run.
The reason most people don't see their horn is because it's soaked in blood.
Very scary.
Yeah, it's actually really scary. Like, for anyone who plays D&D, you just know, I am not messing with a unicorn.
Yeah.
No.
Like, if your wild mage summons a unicorn, you'd better hope that the unicorn is on your side.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But, oh my god, that's so funny. And, okay, but the reason I bring up his character is because his character and my character did something awesome. But I need to fully explain to you my character. My character is named Strunk. Okay?
You want to talk about where the name came from?
No, we're not going to get into that because I'm going to laugh too much. We'll post a meme about it. But, so my character's named Strunk. He is a human barbarian. He is like the biggest, dumbest, lovable hunk of like
burning love.
Oh my god! Oh, you're disgusting. I hate you. No. He's just like a big, burly guy that laughs about everything and wants to kill everything, but is like doing it with a smile.
Oh, so he'll beat you and laugh about it too.
Oh, absolutely. He'll call you a weakling and say this is funny. But.
They'll probably somehow make you laugh about it too.
Yeah,
yeah, ow.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's one of those things where he's lovable, but he will literally tear you in two. But, anyways, so my character is just, as you can imagine, incredibly strong. Like he had a strength, I think, of like 23 at that time that we were.
Oh yeah, because we were doing the Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, we were doing the Tomb of Annihilation. So I got an item that basically made my strength. Way above average.
It also cursed him.
It did also curse me, but we're not going to go into that. But the point here that I'm trying to make is that my character is very strong, very likable, but also a little bit, I don't want to say on the crass side, but he's not the kind of person you would take to a fancy dinner, is what I'm trying to get to here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no. But... So we were in a campaign. No, it was a one-shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a one-shot.
Yeah, it was like a weekend game.
Yeah, and we were fighting pirates.
Which my character was a
pirate. Not seduced pirates. Not seduced pirates. They were just regular pirates. But
seduce them.
Yeah, I know you. Anyways, but we were fighting pirates, and Al's character got some pretty interesting equipment.
Yep. So there's this thing I got in the tomb called the immovable rod. And basically what it is, you take it, you can put it anywhere, you can like hold it up, press a button, and it'll float there. Nothing can move it unless the button is pressed again. So we kind of devised an idea.
And by idea, it was literally just me being like, hey, do you have rope? And he just got it.
Immediately brought the rope out.
Yeah. So while me and the rest of the people were fighting the pirates, just normally, hand-to-hand kind of deal. Al, well, what did you do?
So My character recently learned the fly spell, which lets you fly up, I think, about 30 feet in the air. So she cast fly on herself and decided to fly up in the air and activate that immovable rod.
You did more than that, sir. You had with you in your possession a rope.
I did.
And you may or may have... No, you definitely did. You threw it down and took the other side and just, like, threw it down and tied it to the... No, you didn't...
Oh, no.
What did you do? No, yeah,
No,
you threw both sides down, didn't you?
No. I held on to the one side, and I tossed the other side down. And then... No, wait.
No, okay. Here's exactly how it happened. You threw both sides down, okay? One side ended up towards me. The other one was by one of our enemies, okay?
Yeah.
Here's how this played out. So as I told you before, my character is incredibly strong, right? He made a basic noose.
I feel like it was athletic. Yeah.
I mean, let's call it what it was. And so when you force something onto another character in D&D, you do what's called a strength check, right? So basically it pits your strength against the character, or the strength of another character, right? And, it has a roll attached to it, but anyways. So, my character forced this noose physically on top of this guy. And, the strength check that he rolled, he rolled pretty good, right?
It was like a 17.
Yeah, but you have to remember, I have a 23 strength. That means I am, like, ungodly strong. Which means 3 times this guy, I just forced it over him, just like it was nothing. Like, it was just like putting it on. He's like, no. and then finally, when the time came, Strunk did the most honorable and noble thing he could think to do.
Yeah, honorable.
He took the other end of the rope, wrapped it around his meat paw hook, and used his free action to flip off the pirate and jump off of the side of the boat we were on. So you have to imagine just like nearly 400 pounds
of raw
person just jumping off the side of the boat and just hoisting this guy 30 feet into the air. 30 feet. Okay. No, but this is the best part. This is the part that makes me really, really happy, right? You would imagine he would die from just the sheer, like, But no. In D&D, they have a little bit of... They have, like... It's like 3 turns until they suffocate, right? Mm-hmm. So on the 3rd turn, on the final turn, he actually uses a strength check that works, and he gets out of the noose. But here's the problem.
He is 30 feet in the air.
He is 30 feet in the air. So guess what? He was dying the entire time he was choking. But the thing that really killed him was impact on the ground from getting out of the noose.
Oh, no. But the DM did something else, too. Because what happened was he hit the side of the boat, but he fell off the other side, and then sharks came up and ate him.
Let it be known that this is the most unlucky pirate in the history of pirates. But, oh my goodness, no. It was so funny, and I think no one at the table expected this to play out the way it did. I mean, first of all, to get that kind of coordination between 2 players, even though we've been playing together for a long time.
Yeah.
But on top of that, just all the terrible things that happened along the way.
Like, there's a lot going against us. Like, there were other pirates trying to stop this from happening, and...
Oh my god. Honestly, if it wasn't for, like, the immovable... Because we couldn't really... I don't think the DM would let it happen if it was on, like, like, part of the mast or something. Like,
yeah.
You falling might have broken it.
Yeah.
But if it was the immovable rod, then...
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was just, like... A ridiculous amount of kismet going into, like, we just happened to have the immovable rod. He just happened to have rope. I just happened to be ungodly strong. Like all of these things just came together for, like, a perfect little snippet of D&D. And I think that's, like, really representative of like the best times of role-playing games in general.
Yeah, just
Oh, yeah,
doing
it's
stuff.
shenanigans.
Yeah. like little stuff that you do that, like, in character, it's like, yeah, this is something my character would think of. Like, in real life, obviously, you're not going to think about any of this stuff.
No.
At least I hope not.
I mean,
It comes
the
from
DM
somewhere, right?
has to.
Well, yeah.
The DM is just a sick person in general. Like, you can't DM without being like, how am I going to kill everybody?
Confirmed, DMs are at least 50% Disney villain.
It's true.
Yes,
It's
they
very.
purposely try to crush your dreams.
It's true. If you get a really good one, he'll laugh like one too. It's great. It's really awesome. But
I have one. It's
So, not counting the whole, like, your god turning another character gay, what else has your character done that's, like, memorable?
well, not this one, but I had a different one who was obsessed with all things shiny. It was like a character trait. We like rolled for them. It was the first time we did that because some D&D books come with like character traits that you roll. You got good qualities, bad qualities, some so-so. And she was just obsessed with shiny things. So she has like this whole hoard of just things that she's acquired along the way. She doesn't steal anything, but she'll do whatever she can to get them. Like, but she never steals them. So
Except for that one time.
no, she never steals.
I mean, stealing is a relative term. If you kill them and you loot their body,
I mean, they're not alive. They can't claim it. It's not stealing.
but-
It's borrowing from the dead for
I mean-
a long period of time.
I mean, it's like glorified grave robbing, isn't it? I mean, like, I'm just saying.
Can't be grave robbing if there's no grave, Charlie.
And today, you see a darker side of it.
Okay. Well.
But so there was this character we came across, and he was completely shiny from like head to toe. His crown was shiny, his armor was shiny, like him himself glowed. And my one friend who's like very dark and gloomy, and she's also like a hardcore lesbian, so she's like, I don't care about him, and he's making my eyes hurt. And my character's like, I love him because he's shiny. I want to marry him. And another fun fact about my character is that she had a magical notebook that checked off every single time she got something shiny. So her dream was to marry him, and after they said the vows, there would just be a nice check in the book. But sadly, the DM killed him, and my character was very, very sad.
She was distraught. My shiny!
Exactly, that's what she yelled out. She was very upset, and I looked at the DM, I'm like, you've crushed her dreams. She wanted something shiny. He was the ultimate thing, and now she'll never have it. He goes, he could come back. I'm like, no, he's not. You never bring anybody back.
But I mean, there could be, like, all his, like, armor and stuff that fell off. So wouldn't her magical notebook just say, like, crown, check, armor, check? I mean, like you said, it's not grave robbing
Yeah,
if
but
there's no
The
grave.
shiny shards of my broken dream.
The thing is, yes, his armor was shiny, but also him himself as a being was also shiny while he was alive.
My question
I'm
is,
not carrying around a dead corpse.
all I wanted to know is if there was taxidermy in D&D. I mean, no one ever said no, right? Oh my god! So we have a lot of fun adventures in D&D and role-playing games in general because we played a lot of different ones. But I'm glad you guys joined us, and hopefully we'll see you in the shop. Oh, hey guys. So, I guess it's sponsor time, right? So, thank you to Iron Buffalo, where you can fill all your comic, gaming, and coffee needs, right? Also dice. And Under the Sun Retail on eBay, where you can find anything under the sun. But hopefully not a whole bunch of seduced pirates. That would be bad, right? Okay. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you in the shop.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. If you liked what you saw, be sure to follow our social medias. We've got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube, or else they won't feed me. This is a cry for help. Please, come save me, please!